house.
Still, it was kind of nervy. I'd never do one of these things. Strangers strolling through, looking under my bed.
That's what you gotta do to sell a house.
Well, lucky for me, I'll never own a house then. What is this, pie?
It's a tort.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
We done?
15 minutes, we're supposed to go till 4.
How many did you get anyway?
Not many, no serious buyers. Maybe the German though, it's hard to tell.
Ja, what do you want? German? Couldn't place the accent. I thought maybe Irish.
Irish?
I couldn't tell.
We probably need a broker. I think a lot of people are afraid of FSBOs.
Afraid of who?
FSBO, for sale by owner, no middleman. I was trying to avoid the commission, but we probably need one. This was a wash, I think. I thought we'd bite with that family, the little girl. Nothing though. Maybe I priced it too high, or they were just browsing maybe?
You freaked them out, Howie.
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
Should have cleaned out Danny's room. It looked like a guest room or something, or an office or whatever.
Why?
Because everyone that went in there was like, oh, you have a son? How old is he? Didn't you think people were going to ask that?
I didn't think about it. I just thought it'd be good for them to see a nice room for a kid.
But common sense, Howie. You've got these robot sheets on the bed. The conversation's bound to come up. And then everyone asks, and you tell them, and then there's this weirdness in the air.
Only 2 people asked, that's all.
Still, you ooged them out. If you had a kid, would you want to move into a house where a boy just died? People believe in that stuff, you know. House karma, or whatever you want to call it.
Well, they're stupid then.
Yeah, they are stupid, but you have to take that into consideration if you want to sell your house. I can't believe I'm giving you business advice.
Is that what this is?
I'm just saying you have to sort out what is and isn't appropriate to say to people.
It isn't appropriate to talk about my son?
You're not pulling me into that conversation. You want to tell total strangers all about Danny and how he died, it's none of my business. God knows it's something you enjoy doing, so you go ahead. But don't be surprised if no one wants to buy your house. Good God, Becca's gotta stop baking. I am ginormous. Someone coming?
No, he's mad, he's still tied up.
So, can I ask you a question?
Alright.
Why is Becca so mad at me all the time? Is it just because I'm pregnant, or...?
Becca's not mad at you.
Well, then why does she act so pissed at me sometimes?
I don't know, you should ask her.
I can't.
Why not?
Because that'll only make her more pissed.
Yeah, probably, but...
Is it because she blames me?
Oh my God, Izzy.
Because if I hadn't called a bitch about mom,
10
she
months
wouldn't have
later,
left
you're
Danny to
asking
run
me this?
Well, I don't know.
No, Izzy, no. Nobody blames you.
So it's just the baby then? The fact that I'm having a baby?
Honestly, I don't think Becca's mood has anything to do with you.
She thinks I can't do it, right? That I'm not cut out to be a good mom?
She doesn't think that. You should really be having this conversation with her.
I know I've been a fuck-up, but people get their shit together.
Of course they do.
And maybe I'm not as organized as Becca or as homey.
Nobody's comparing you.
Really? Because that would be a first.
Everyone's excited about the baby but you gotta understand that there's other stuff going on around here.
I'm not talking about the other stuff. I'm talking about me being a capable person who can raise a child and protect it and take care of it. I resent the feeling I get from her, and you too sometimes, that I don't deserve the baby. Or that I'm not mature enough or smart enough to take care of it. I mean, my God, if my mother could do it, how hard could it be?
You'd be surprised.
Look, hey, I didn't mean to... I just want to feel like you guys have some faith in me because I'm up to it.
Great. I hope you are.
Oh, you hope. Thanks, Howie.
I don't know where you want this conversation to go, and I don't know why you're having it with me. Oh, fuck it, nobody's coming.
Are you mad?
Nope.
You seem mad.
I'm just getting a beer. You want one?
No, I don't want a beer. God. So, hey, can I ask you something else?
What? You got a list? Things to ask Howie when he's cornered?
No, not a list.
What is it?
You're not gonna like it.
Well then even better.
You know my friend Rima?
That's the question.
No, this is the prologue. You know how some books have prologues?
I'm familiar with the concept.
Okay, well that's Rima. Do you remember her?
Not really.
Brought her to the barbecue 2 years ago, curly hair, kind of chubby.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, Rima works at Calderon's in New Rochelle. You know that restaurant?
Yeah?
Well, Rima, even though you don't remember her, remembers you pretty well from the barbecue, and she says she waited on you a couple of weeks ago.
Did I stiff her on the tip? because had I remembered,
She said you were with a woman.
I was with another parent from the sport group. 2 weeks ago, right? We grabbed a bite after the meeting. If Rima had identified herself, I obviously would have introduced them.
Her husband doesn't attend the meetings?
Is this still part of the prologue?
Why are you holding hands? She said you were holding hands.
And Rima's what exactly, your spy?
No, she's a waitress. She was at work. You were the one sneaking around.
Okay, now I'm mad.
Told you weren't gonna like it.
That woman is a friend of mine whose daughter died of leukemia 6 months ago. I mean, Jesus, is he
I was just asking a question. You don't have to get defensive.
Just because I was holding a person's
and
hand
I know you and Becca are having troubles, but
What
I'd
are you
like to
talking
think
about?
that things got to the point where they were
Who
unsavable.
said we were having
man
troubles?
enough to fish or cut bait and not make things worse than they already are by fucking around behind Becca's back.
You're way off base,
And I know there's other stuff going on around here, but that doesn't excuse it.
Oh, this is so beyond ridiculous. I don't even know how to respond to you.
I don't need you to respond to me. I asked my question and said what I had to say. You can do whatever you want about it.
About what? I'm not having an affair.
Great.
I was comforting a friend.
I'm glad to hear it.
And I don't even know where this Rima person gets off by making these offensive assumptions
She'll be
about
glad
me.
to hear it was a misunderstanding.
I mean, God, Izzy, and right after you spiel about us not having faith in you.
I'm sorry.
What do you think
It's
of me?
my sister. I had to ask.
Well, you've asked.
Indeed, I have.
And I'll tell you one thing. If I ever see this Rima person again, I'm gonna tell her what I think of her talking shit about me.
You should. She'll like that.
And for the record, I hope I did stick her on the tip.
Yeah, well, for the record, you did.
Luckily, she'd read about it in the papers.
Of course you did.
So when I explained it to her, she understood. She remembered.
Hey, they're back.
Number, we could have had her over for cocktails. Just trying to help her.
Well, I don't need you chasing after me, cleaning up my messes.
What happened?
Or apologizing for
It's
me.
not what I was doing.
Did you get my message
What
about the
happened?
olive loaf? No, I shut my phone off.
Did something happen?
Because you kept calling me.
But
I want
if
an
I
olive
had
loaf.
said something to her, she would have had the cops
She would
there.
not
Cops
call
where?
the cops.
You don't know that.
Someone was gonna call the cops?
What happened?
Nothing.
I had a little scene, that's all. Let me do this. Go.
How'd we do here? Looks a little light.
What scene? What scene did you
In
have?
the supermarket.
You and Mom?
No, I wasn't involved.
It's so stupid.
What happened?
This is why I hate shopping. Everything in there is like Fruit Loops. Danny loved Fruit Loops. String cheese. Danny hated string cheese. You have to do some of the food shopping. I'm sick of saying it.
What happened?
Becca got a little upset.
About what?
There was a boy there.
He reminded you of Danny?
No, not really. No.
He had red hair.
What happened was we were in the aisle with this kid who really wanted fruit roll-ups, and his mom was being a hard ass and wasn't going to buy it for him.
It's not because they didn't have money, because you could tell they could afford it.
Yeah, so the kid was getting whiny about it, which makes sense because he's 5 years old and he really wants these fruit roll-ups, but his mom won't give in. In fact, she starts ignoring him completely, just turns her face away, pretends he isn't even there. Like, that's going to shut him up or teach him a lesson or something. But that only gets him more upset. That pissed me off.
What did?
The way she was ignoring him instead of explaining why he couldn't have them.
So she went up to her.
What? Why?
I don't know, I just did.
What did you say?
I said, it's only $3, why don't you buy him the fucking roll-ups?
Oh no.
She looked a little miffed, but she smiled, I don't know why, and explained to me that she didn't want her kid eating candy. So I told her that fruit roll-ups aren't actually candy, they're made with real fruit juice, and why not give her a treat? But then she just told me to mind my own business, and she tried to push past me with her cart, but she ran over my foot, so I smacked her.
What?
I smacked her.
She did, she smacked her. Real hard, too.
Becca.
I know, it was horrible, and then the kid got even more upset and started crying, so I felt even worse. She pissed me off.
You hit that lady?
Izzy, please.
I'm just saying, glass houses.
She was ignoring him. It was pretty bitchy.
I wanted to shake her, look at him, don't pretend he isn't there. But I didn't say that, I kind of just stood there startled, and she was kind of startled. And Mom came over and told me to get in the car, which I really didn't even do.
All I did was explain things to her. And she was mad at first, but then she understood.
No, she didn't.
Well, after I explained it, I mean.
No, still, she didn't understand. I'm sure you just made it seem like I was a crazy person.
You did slap her, Becca.
She's lucky that's all I did. Not that it helped. Not that she's just suddenly gonna realize. I mean, it's fruit roll-ups. Let him have it. Am I wrong?
Hell no, I would have smacked her too.
Well, obviously.
You can come shopping with me anytime, Beck. I'm gonna let my kid eat whatever he wants. Candy, whatever.
That wasn't my point, Izzy. No, I know your point is that she should have been with him and appreciated him and whatever, not blocked him out. I totally get it. If you ever see me doing that, smack me too, okay? Alright.
Maybe you taught that lady something.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Hey Mom, did they have any Bosco?
Right here.
Let's crack that bad boy open.
What?
Nothing.
Have I shocked you?
No, I'm not shocked.
You look shocked.
Do I?
Or something. Can you go quiet him down, Howie?
Hello. Hi. I saw the sign in the yard, the open house sign, and the door was open.
You looking to buy a house?
Howie.
No.
What? He said he saw the sign.
I just wanted to say.
Tash, shut it!
You know who I am, right?
Yeah, we know.
So when I saw the sign in the yard, I thought maybe it'd be okay if I just poked my head in for a moment.
But now's not really a good time for us.
Oh. Okay.
We have family visiting.
Right. I just wanted to say hi. I didn't want to interrupt anything.
It's just that we have relatives here.
Yeah, you said. Hi.
Hi.
Another time then.
Yeah, we're around.
Back
so-
up.
What?
I could come back another afternoon, any afternoon, if there's a day that you're free.
The thing is, we're trying to sell the house, which takes up big blocks of our time.
Right, it wouldn't take long. I just want to sit
Still.
down. Well, yeah, I just really would like
And
to
I just
arrange
told
something.
you now's not really a good time for us.
Right, but I wasn't saying right now. I'm saying.
Great, so why don't you take off then? And if there's something we can do, we'll do that in the future.
Okay. Well, I wrote my number down. If you free up at all.
Can I just say something to you?
Easy now, Howie.
Just because we have an open house sign doesn't mean we're holding walking tours here.
No, I know.
You don't just pop in because the door's open. We're conducting business.
No, I know that. That was why I waited until that couple left.
Well-
It looked like things were finished in here.
Well, they're not.
Then I apologize.
We live here, okay? This is our home.
Howie.
You don't just walk into someone's home like that, especially given the circumstances. You should show a little respect.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I interrupted. Sorry.
You believe that? Balls on that kid walking in here?
I'm gonna finish this.
And what was? He hiding behind a tree out there or something? No wonder Taz wouldn't shut up.
Maybe he's barking because he's hungry. Have you fed him?
Oh no, I got caught up.
Right. You wanted that dog so badly and you could never remember to feed him.
I'll do it.
Nice to know things are getting back to normal around here.
That was the last thing she needed. That kid walking in here.
She seemed fine with it. You were the one who got upset.
At least I'm not slapping people around.
I don't know. You came pretty close just then. So I'm free to do this again next week. Another open house.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
But, you know, you should really do something about that room. He does some renovations on the side. If you want, I could get him in here, and
Maybe we'll see.
he does good work. He put up my mother's drywall.
I think we've got it covered.
Still, you should really fix things up a bit. The room, I mean.
Yeah. I know what you meant.